Hello there. Welcome to the Drifting Spore. I'm Steve. It's a breezy afternoon, breezy evening here in Nova Scotia, but we're just on the other side of about 3 days of rain, man. And the temperature's ramped way up. It's bright and sunny today, and I just had to get out after work, man. I've been not cooped up, but stuck in the house in the rain for 3 days. It's not good for me. So, first chance I get, I got to come out. And that's what I did. So while I was cooped up, I was thinking about stuff, right? Things I might like to try and do and where I'd like to go when I did get the chance to get out. And it occurred to me that I've never tried this. I last last year, this year. Anyway, over the winter, a really great friend of mine gifted me this. Is a gold pan. Gold panning's not something I've ever tried before. I've never even really seen it done. I've watched a couple videos right on YouTube, but that's it. So I thought, what better time to come out and give a quick try at gold panning, see how that is, and make myself a nice cup of tea. And there's something else I want to try out as well. Although right now, I've got my wingman on. I'm soaked in fly dope. Right now, the flies are not bothering me at all. I've got the odd fly floating around. It is literally 27 degrees out here right now. That's what the car said when I parked it. So that's around 80 degrees Fahrenheit, 27 degrees Celsius. So it's warm, but down in this ravine, I've got a little bit of a breeze coming through, and look at all the shade I'm in, right? Not a lot of that heat is getting to the ground here. It's nice and cool right here. So anyway, I'm going to give panning for gold a try. Yes, I've checked to make sure I'm allowed to do what I'm about to do. Took me a while to figure that out, but I got it. And I am. So I'm going to give it a quick try. See how it feels, right? Feel it out. First try at gold panning, and then we'll sit up and make a cup of tea too. Maybe we'll do it all at the same time. Who knows? Anyway, thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoy. All right. This looks like as good a spot as any to gather some materials. So the little creek kind of banks up right here. Then the water goes around. So I'm thinking if I can just kind of get under all this big rock. It's not big. And get some of this dirt. I don't want too much. Like I say, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'll just go kind of easy here at first. Let's try that bit of stuff there. There we go. I brought a little shovel from home that I had. I got it with a metal detector I won. I know, I'm one lucky dude, man. Okay. Let's call that our pay dirt. Let's see if we can do anything with it. There's a little pool of water here I might be able to work in. Let's give it a try. Okay, based upon the videos I watched, I'm just going to go through a bit of a process here of shaking up the material in my pan. Oh, there goes a worm. I had a worm in there. Like I say, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just doing. I'm not letting the start stop me. So I'm just picking out big gravel. Trying not to get myself soaked too. Maybe I should take that carabiner off. Let's try it that way. All I've got is me pan, so I don't have any other gear other than my little shovel there. Starting to get sand in the bottom of the pan. The wind is pretty strong there right now. There's some big rocks in here to get rid of. And like I say, I have no idea what I'm doing. So keep that in mind if you're watching this. Well, I found that to be quite difficult, actually. Not too bad, but I mean, different for sure. Interesting. I'm gonna maybe try one more. One more pan I'll try, I guess. Ooh, that's deep right there. I almost went over my boot. I don't even know if you can see me. I'm just gonna try to grab some material off this here. It's horsefly around me. My wingman chased him off. Okay, let's try one more. Didn't really have any success with that first pan at all. And right, that's because I have no idea what I'm doing. And that's okay. I'm just experimenting and trying. Kind of picking out the bigger rocks. Most people I saw doing anything like this had like a screen or something to filter out the bigger rocks. I don't have nothing like that. This is just my first time trying, so I'm just going to pick out most of the big rocks here that I can. That's working okay. Most of the big rocks came out of it that time. I see some tiny pieces of quartz in there. Grains of sand. Do not see anything that looks like gold in there. And there we have it. No gold. I'll show you. I don't see no gold in there. I did get it down to sand, and what I don't see either is any black sand. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. My pan does work though. I can see that taking a lot of practice. Well, that was fun. Let's see about getting a cup of tea on the go and trying something else too. Oh, so this is the Mossy spot. One of the first spots that I came to when I started drifting back into the woods. It's one of my favorites, man. And it's not super deep in the woods, so one day I took the time to put these sawed logs up here so that I would have flat surfaces. You can see I got a fire ring here too. I am allowed to have a fire tonight, but I'm just not gonna. It's 80 degrees Fahrenheit out. It did rain for 3 days, but I'm just not into it. Not tonight. So I'm gonna do the easy thing and use my alcohol stove again. Again, I've got everything I need hanging off my pants tonight pretty well. If it's not in my basket, it's hanging off my pants. So I got my cup, my mug, my water. I don't know if I had a carabiner on my water bottle last time, but I put one on it so it's easier to clip onto my dry bag. And my dry bag contains my stove component. I got my alcohol, my methyl hydrate that is, and I got my stove. So let's get her set up. This is definitely time for tea. It's going to go just like that. My stove is just my DIY alcohol stove that I keep using over and over again. It's working great. I'm going to run this stove inside of this water chestnut can that I've drilled holes in. That's going to be like a pot stand or a stove and the burner. I find this to be a really nice, compact little way to go about things. I better get my water set up first. So I brought my canteen cup for my water boiling device. And I'm going to measure my water. I'm just carrying my tea bag inside my mug. One of these days, I saw in another video on Outdoors on the Cheap. Go check him out, Greg over there. Looked like he was boiling water in this type of water bottle. I am going to try that sometime because that would save me having to carry another component, which would be cool. Oh, and before I do all this, I want to try something else too. There's another thing I want to try. I want to show you. So, okay, we got that ready. That's all good to go now. I want to show you what else I was going to do. So I brought another tin can, like a ham can, and drilled holes all in it too. And I heard from somewhere, I don't know where, that I know chaga will hold an ember, but I heard that you can use chaga as like a bug smoker. And when you have a piece of chaga smoldering, mosquitoes, black flies, horse flies, deer flies, all those bitey flies won't come around you. So I thought this would be a good time to try that. So that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to kind of get the chaga burning, I hope. I don't know. This isn't something I did before either. Come on. Not yet. I could have dipped it in methyl hydrate, I suppose. Still no ember. Let's try them on this side. Maybe this side. This is dried chaga. It should want to burn a little bit. That's not wanting to burn at all. Maybe I should light it off my stove. I think that's what I'll try to save my lighter. I don't have a lot of fluid left in that, man. Okay, let's try that. That's all good to go. I'm going to bring you in close and fill this stove up and we'll get it going. And then I'll try to light the chaga while my water's trying to boil. It's interesting that I couldn't get that to burn right away. I've transferred an ember to chaga before, and it took easily. I'm surprised that I can't get that to go with a lighter. Anyway, let's bring you in and get this alcohol stove going. Kind of throwing methyl hydrate everywhere there for a second. There we go. As soon as that holds methyl hydrate on the top, that's when I stop. Now I can put this on right away. Remember, side facing me, so side to pick it up on. Now let's throw a spark at it, see if we can get it to go. Oh yeah, first try. All right, let's get my canteen cup right on there and get that going. And just kind of stick that chaga in here and see if I can get it to start smoldering. There we go, I got an ember on it now. Put that in there. And these two pieces there. I'm going to put that over here. Yeah, let's get you up where you can see again. Right on. Okay, I do got my gloves right here in case I need them for this stove. That looks to be doing just lovely. Now, I can smell the chaga. Oh yeah, it's definitely got a good ember out going. And there's smoke rolling. Let's see if I can get another one going. There, now I've got another one going. Let's see if I can get this one going. Boy, is that ever hot. That's got a great ember. There, now my pieces of chaga in a notus obliquus. It's the name of the chaga, scientific name. It's now smoldering. I'll show it to you. That's got a great ember on it. No wonder it's been used for fire starting. Hopefully you can see that, but that is burning great. Wow. Talk about an ember carrier. So now we'll see if that helps with bugs. The wind seems to be coming this way more. I'm just going to put my basket down here for a minute. I'll put that right there. Let's see if it'll work as a little bug smoker for me. Right on. It's still doing great. I'm just going to have a drink of the rest of my water. Panning for Gold's thirsty work, man. Right on. That tea is not going to take very long. It's already got bubbles. Look at all the smoke coming out of this guy. That's a goodish amount of smoke coming out of that. Doesn't stink. I thought it would stink. It doesn't. It's pretty good, man. I like it. Right on. I'll bring these back when things start happening. There we go. My tea has gone hard boil. Right on. Very nice. Keeping just a little piece of aluminum foil with you is a great idea, man. Make a little windscreen if you need to. Definitely speeds up the process a little bit. Sound like a four-wheeler going by? Oh yeah. All right. That's looking pretty good, man. I'm looking forward to this cup of tea. I'm just going to move this stove over a bit, if I can. So he's going to continue to burn easy now. My gold pan wanting to go away. Oh, that breeze is so nice. Here we go. Let's pour my tea. So you might notice when I make tea, I boil it. I like to boil my tea. And then after it's brewed up nice and strong, I like to pour it from as high as I possibly can. And I've heard that that adds a little bit of body back into the tea. And I'm just going to leave my tea bag right in the canteen cup tonight. That's looking good, man. I did bring my hammock chair. This is the only spot that I go to that I can't deploy it. Right here, anyway. Right in this spot. I don't have anywhere to deploy it. And that's really okay because I've got these cut logs here providing many flat surfaces. Ooh, that can that the chug is in is even getting hot. That's crazy. Oh, the chag is turning all white. Still smoldering really good. There's a little bit of smoke coming off it, but not a whole lot. A little bit. But I don't know, I haven't seen any bugs around me, but I wasn't really getting pestered by bugs beforehand anyway. That's nice. That's Earl Grey tea, just black, boiled, poured on high. Beautiful. It's really kind of amazing to me that it can be this hot out there, 30 degrees Celsius, and in here it feels like 15, maybe more. I don't know, but I mean, I'm not hot, not at all. It's nice in here. I'm really digging that little stove setup, man. It's very compact, fitting inside of itself, right? I could probably run the canteen cup right on top of it without the crossbars. I don't know though. Let's look and see if we can. Hmm. Doesn't put the stove out, but I wouldn't say it's ideal. There's not exactly heat coming out the sides or anything. I'll put my lighter back in my pocket before I lose it. Right on, man. Oh, it's so good to get out. A few days of rain gives you a chance, gives me a chance to do a little bit of crafting, a little bit of catching up on stuff, right? Stuff that I'm working on. Last night I had it in my mind I was going to make a pocket fishing kit. I got all the stuff together and then my attention got drawn somewhere else and I never finished it. But uh, can't miss opportunities like this, that's for sure. The moss is just like neon green. I'm hoping you guys can see that. So good, man. Mm, that tea is brutally hot. Well, I'm just going to chill out here now, listen to the creek roll by, enjoy my cup of tea, and get real quiet. Other than four wheelers that went by there a bit ago in the distance, I can't hear anything else. No other man made sounds, just me and the breeze, the wind in the trees, the rattle of the creek. It's good stuff, man. Very good. I'm gonna breathe this all in and take it home with me, man. I might try one more pan of gold, pan of dirt, before I finish off my tea. I don't know. I don't think I will, actually. Although it was pretty cool. Interesting thing to do. I can definitely see that there's a knack to it. So I'll keep at it. I'll probably keep trying. See if I get better at it. See if I find gold. That would be cool to find any amount of gold. But like I say, I've always heard that there's no gold in northern Nova Scotia. But we'll see. After the last 3 days of rain, too, I figure the next couple days should be real good mushroom days. Probably tomorrow, the next day after that, but I haven't. I think there's more rain coming, right? So if we get nice and warm like this, and then more rain, keep getting into that pattern. Mushrooms will be popping up everywhere, and I'll be going to look for them. That stove's almost out there now. It's waning. Well, I'm gonna get real quiet and just listen and look, see what I see and hear what I hear. And I'm basically bug free. That's amazing to me. Right on. Spruce needle in my tea. That's not hurting nothing. That was absolutely wonderful, man. What a great setting. Bye. Getting out for a cup of tea. Something awesome about it. Just sitting in the woods, listening, watching, just enjoying a nice cup of tea, man. So good. I think my chug has gone out. I don't know if that actually worked or not. It wasn't as smoky as I thought it was going to be. I thought it would smoke a little more. I might try some different mushrooms to see if there's a certain type of mushroom. There's mosquitoes are starting to find me now, and they absolutely weren't before, so I don't know. Maybe it worked. Either way, mosquitoes aren't that bad, and the horseflies and deer flies have left me alone for the most part, thanks to my wingman. So I really find though, like the wingman works, but I gotta be covered, right? I was out in shorts and a t-shirt the other night, just darted out to forage some flowers. Some blackberry flowers is what I was after. And I was just in shorts and a t-shirt. I threw my hat on with the wingman on it, and the wingman didn't do much for me that night. I lost a couple chunks of flesh. But I find when I'm covered like this, he seems to make a difference. I'll keep trying them, keep running them, see what happens. What's really cool to me is that it's summer and I'm out in the woods enjoying a cup of tea. Normally, to me, that's just not normal. Last summer, I experimented with it a little bit. I started coming back into the woods. By this time of the year, I wasn't coming in the woods other than to dart out and look for mushrooms. Then around mid-August last year, I started going back in the woods, and I discovered that it wasn't too bad. The bugs weren't as bad as I thought. So I'm slowly climatizing myself to being in the woods in summer and just seeing how bad the bugs are, right? Seeing if they're tolerable or not. Maybe I just had one bad experience years ago trying to fish, and I felt like I got carried out of the woods by the bugs. They were biting everywhere, biting through clothes. It was horrible, and I ran out of the woods, right? Could not wait to get back to my car. But, man, I'm having good luck this year. So far, so good. We're into summer, and I'm still getting out. And now mushroom season's going to be upon us. It'd be great if when I'm out looking for mushrooms, if I could stop and have a cup of tea too, man, and do this, just breathe it all in for a while. It'd be so good, man. Anyway, my tea is gone, and I asked the family to save me a plate of supper tonight, as I had to dart out right after work. I might as well start working my way downstream. Put the last little bit of my stuff away. That chaga's gone out, mostly. There might be a little piece of it still burning there. Thought I heard something. I'm gonna douse it in the water there and make sure it's out. And that's good there. And my pan's good there. I get everything else in my basket. Okay, I just gotta work up that chaga and I'll be good to head her downstream. Right on. There we go. I've doused out my chaga. So that was cool. But I mean, didn't work great. I don't know if it, I think it worked actually. I'm not sure. Let's get this stuff picked up. I'm going to try different mushrooms in that too. See if any other mushrooms make more smoke. I'm really loving this idea of just carrying everything on my belt loop. It's like I don't even feel it. That's my mug, my water, my stove, and my fuel for my stove hanging from my belt loop. I don't even know it's there. Once it's on there, I totally forget it's there. My basket has got everything else in it that I need. And I'm just going to clip my gold pan onto the back end of it. Put my gold pan right there. And there we go. I am good to go. Hear a motorcycle ripping around down at the bottom. He's giving her, man. Wide open. It's so loud. I don't know if you guys can even hear it or not. Anyway, one final look. Make sure I'm not leaving anything behind. All good. Right on. Well, I've had a lovely bit of time up this third wash to the Mossy spot and having a try for some gold, man. I didn't get no gold. I didn't expect to get gold. I don't do this stuff with expectations. I just try. So, working a pan, right? Like, I managed to keep sand in the pan. Stuff I see says like black sand is what you want to see. I didn't see no black sand. So I don't think gold's very prevalent here in northern Nova Scotia, up here in Cumberland County, but it is what it is, man. It was fun to try. And I'll try that again, I'd say. Anyway, something to do, right? If you were out hammock camping or something, you could come down and pan a few pans of gold, see if anything's there. Why not, right? Anyway, I've had a lovely, lovely bit of time here this evening, man. Can't even tell you how good it feels just to be out, not getting eaten alive by bugs at all. Credit that to the chaga or my wingman or whatever. I don't know, or maybe just bugs aren't as bad as I thought out in the woods in the summer. But it's been good. It's tolerable for sure, and I'll keep coming until it's not. Keep thinking I'm hearing something behind me. Anyway, I'm going to head downstream now. I want to thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this nice little bit of relaxing time in the woods, and I hope to see you on the next one. And I want you to remember that you will never find anything unless you get out and look. Go have a look, man. It's worth it. Bye for now.